In the ever-expanding web of Spider-Man tales, where alternate realities tango like shadows, a fresh twist swings into the scene that has even the most seasoned fans raising their eyebrows. It's no secret that there are more versions of the web-slinger than any of us can remember at one go. Even after decades worth of endless Spidey variants all up in Marvel's mix, just when you thought you'd seen it all, MCU introduces us to a twisted demon who is seriously hooked on Peter Parker and gets linked up with an alien symbiote. This cosmic goo dipped head spinning combo named Rek Rap made his first appearance in the 6th volume of Amazing Spider-Man, issue 17. And because of its fairly new debut back in January 2023, this is a trip you won't see coming. But Rek Rap is not your run-of-the-mill spider being. His creepy obsession with Spider-Man leads him to thinking that he can become the web-slinger by taking the alias of Parker Man. Now, Rek Rap is not your average demon nightmare. This guy hails straight out of Limbo, or as the insiders call it, Otherworld. He is a towering figure standing at a lofty 6 feet 7 inches of raw attitude, tipping the scales at a solid 300 pounds, and having piercing red eyes wide open. Rek Rap is a mashup of symbiote vibes and demon mojo, blending Spidey's game with some crazy Clintar symbiote swag. We're talking middle ground superhuman perks, with a brisk side of decent strength, speed, alongside agility that'll make you do a double take, and reflexes that'll leave you dizzy. Rek Rap also brings some new interesting additions to the Spider-Man lingo, alongside Spidey's classic wall crawling and organic web shooters. In this video, we will do an intricate deep dive into the origin history of Rek Rap and understand Peter Parker's role in this cosmic whirlwind. So without wasting another second, let's get right into it. Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thank you, let's begin. Who is Rek Rap? By now, we have established that Rek Rap is from Limbo, aka the Otherworld. For those of you who are not aware, Limbo stands as a mystical dimension which has been historically ruled by an archaic sorcerer named Belasco. Unlike the conventional notions of Catholic Limbo or Purgatory, Limbo is more of a distinct pocket universe in the Marvel lore. Its scope, both in terms of space and time, remains notably limited compared to our familiar human realm. This realm holds the core of the Splinter Realms, sometimes even known as the Archipelago of Anguish and Redemption. Moreover, it is often linked to the concept of the nexus of all realities. In the modern layman's terms, Limbo is almost like a twisted blend of Beetlejuice's antics and the wackiness of Pee-wee's Playhouse. It is home to the mishmash of demons, quirky furniture come to life, and a myriad of otherworldly creatures. Now, Amazing Spider-Man Volume 6, Issue 17 was set within this peculiar realm, where an unexpectedly scrawny and nameless demon made his entrance, setting the stage for a story that blended the surreal with the heroic. This guy later came to be known as Rek Rap. Now, Peter Parker found himself trapped in a chaotic domain, ensnared in the clutches of his clone, Ben Reilly, who now went by the name Chasm. In a diabolical twist, Peter was coerced into a surreal performance, playing out a distorted version of his life. A demented Daily Bugle, brimming with demon doppelgangers, served as his workplace, amplifying the eerie atmosphere. Basically his worst nightmare. Chasm wanted Peter to submit his soul by taking a bite out of a mystical fruit, but when Peter refused, he basically stuck inside his own personal hell. Going to work was mandatory, or else Chasm would ruin New York City and hurt Peter's friends. Now, amid this bizarre landscape, a peculiar, unnamed demon stood out. This unnamed demon's journey began with a fateful encounter with the web-slinger, as Peter saved him from the clutches of a deranged man-shark-looking coworker, sparking a heroic fascination in the demon's heart. This unnamed demon, devoid of an official moniker, acknowledged that Peter's act of saving him was not a responsibility he carried. In response, Peter candidly disclosed that his actions were not driven by a sense of obligation, but rather by a deeply ingrained habit. In a display of humor and humility, the demon inquired if Peter was the famed Parker Pete Man, a title that Peter embraced with an air of amusement. This light-hearted exchange unexpectedly garnered the demon's admiration, offering a poignant glimpse into the profound impact of Peter's heroic reputation. As Peter navigated this bewildering landscape, he crossed paths with Chasm, who was the orchestrator of torment that had befallen Limbo's inhabitants. Their exchange peeled back layers, revealing Chasm's sinister machinations and manipulative tactics about a mystic apple. Chasm tried to get Peter to take a bite out of it so he would finally save his soul. Yet Peter remained steadfast, rejecting the lure and resolutely refusing to succumb to Ben's malevolent scheme. Amid these complex interplays, a series of transformations simmered within the depths of Limbo, where a bunch of demons underwent a profound metamorphosis, evolving into uncanny iterations resembling Spider-Man's adversaries. This process was overseen by Madeline Pryor, the Queen of Limbo. Anyway, Ben's interference catalyzed the emergence of the Insidious Six, a group whose existence was contingent upon Madeline's approval. Now, during the same time, the scrawny, unnamed demon showed up, clad in a makeshift ensemble that included a Spider-Man shirt, snug underwear, and blue wristbands. The demon christened himself as the Parker Man. Fueled by a yearning to emulate heroism and a fervent request for powers, Parker Man begged to be included with the Insidious Six crew. However, Madeline dismissed this aspiration, directing her focus toward her own intricate designs, while Chasm schooled him by setting his Insidious Six crew after him. The narrative lens then pivoted to illuminate Parker Man's journey, casting a spotlight on his pursuit of empowerment and recognition. Undeterred, the demon's desire for good remained unshaken, and a more powerful denizen of Limbo named Alchemist, who just happened to be his brother, recognized the spark within Parker Man. With a fragment of the Venom symbiote in his possession, the alchemist saw an opportunity for transformation. Through a fusion of symbiote essence and demon magic, a dramatic metamorphosis took place, merging with the demon's ripped Spider-Man t-shirt instead. Naturally, Parker Man shed his scrawny form, emerging as a hulking figure, part Spider-Man, part Venom, and entirely unique. This evolution marked the birth of Rek Rap. As Rek Rap, the demon's appearance became an amalgamation of Spider-Man's iconic costume and the menacing aesthetics of Venom. Empowered and driven by his heroic conviction, Rek Rap aligned himself with Spider-Man, and together they confronted the Insidious Six, a nefarious group of villains wreaking havoc across Limbo. Though Rek Rap's misinterpretation of Spider-Man's catchphrases grated on the web-slinger's patience, the genuine sincerity in his actions really struck a chord. In an unexpected turn, Spider-Man found himself inspired by the demon's unyielding commitment to good, and both of them eventually bonded, leading Peter Parker to impart his wisdom to Rek Rap on the nuances of being a superhero. Now, in the next issue, with a firmly established truce between the X-Men and Madeline Pryor, the latter took the necessary steps to fulfill her end of the agreement by restoring order within her realm. She conferred with Cyclops, sharing her intention to halt the encroaching demonic invasion on New York City. Followed by this, at the Tree of Exquisite Liberation, a conversation unfolded between Madeline and Chasm. The latter vented his frustration about the efforts invested in coaxing Peter to consume the apple of the tree, but Madeline interceded. She imparted an unexpected revelation, citing Jean Grey's compassionate act of gifting her memories of nurturing baby Nathan. But Ben's muted congratulations failed to sway her belief that Peter's resolve would soon crumble. Madeline decisively declared an end to the scheme, prompting Ben's outburst of anger at only being halfway toward his goal. He accused her of betrayal, asserting that she was terminating the plan now that her objective had been achieved. Madeline, however, highlighted her pivotal role in sponsoring the scheme, emphasizing her authority and responsibility in ruling Limbo by wielding the scythe. Ben's departure was marked by a mix of resignation and nostalgia as he swung away. Soon after, Madeline's interaction with Hallows' Eve uncovered a sense of empowerment among her subjects, reinforcing their ability to navigate their circumstances independently. Within the context of New York version of Limbo, Spider-Man found himself intrigued by the name Rek Rap. He deduced the rationale behind this chosen alias and humorously acknowledged Rek Rap's potential discomfort with it. Even though Rek Rap was very literally Parker spelled backwards, Spider-Man seemed to be open to all eccentricities after his time at Limbo. The scene unfolded as the Insidious Six reprimanded the fellow demon for assisting Spider-Man, a departure from their designated role of tormenting him. Yet Rek Rap emerged as an unexpected ally, joining forces with Spider-Man to engage the hostile demons. Now, on the other hand, in Madeline's castle, Hallows' Eve donned her Frankenmask and swiftly seized the Scythe of Sorrows from Madeline, overthrowing her reign over Limbo and basically just propelling her off the roof. Back on the streets of New York Limbo, as Spider-Man orchestrated a strategy for Rek Rap to follow, he guided Jonah and Robbie toward tracking the demon's path to an exit point. Jonah's creative yet humorous approach involving a chicken demon injected a dose of levity into the scene. Meanwhile, Hallows' Eve confronted Chasm in a pivotal moment at the tree. Here, the scythe, emblematic of their authority, became a focal point as Hallows' Eve outlined the significance of the weapon and the power it represented. In a dramatic gesture, she transferred the scythe to Chasm, granting him authority over Limbo. This exchange served as a symbol of reclamation and retribution, punctuated by Chasm's transformation into a formidable winged demon who assumed the mantle of King Chasm. Amidst the chaos, the narrative shifted to Central Park, where King Chasm, now imbued with demonic authority, led his forces on Earth. In a display of dominance, King Chasm's presence sent shockwaves through the scene. Spider-Man's determined charge was met with a swift and overpowering blow, leaving him incapacitated alongside Rek Rap. The gravity of the situation intensified as King Chasm utilizes his newfound power to direct the demonic forces onto Earth, marking their arrival in Central Park. As the dust settled, a convergence of characters took place. Robbie and Jonah, having checked on Spider-Man, found themselves confronted by the X-Men and Madeline Pryor. The offer of an alliance aimed at thwarting King Chasm's assault on New York City presented a new path forward. In light of this unforeseen development, Spider-Man readily joined their ranks, while Madeline offered Rek Rap to join the team and fight alongside them, cementing a unique alliance to counter the looming threat. In the Dark Web finale issue, amid the realm of Limbo, conquered New York City, a peculiar bond unfolded between King Chasm and Hallows' Eve, as they reminisced shared memories about a past Christmas spark, prompting them to exchange holiday wishes before embarking on their mission to lead the demon army towards the city. As the heroes re-entered the fray within New York, Spider-Man's resolve was centered on facing off against King Chasm, while Madeline Pryor harbored a fervent desire for vengeance. Yet a persuasive argument from Spider-Man shifted their perspectives. He eloquently dismantled Chasm's lackluster strategy, highlighting the folly of his plan, involving that cursed apple to seize Spider-Man's soul. Ultimately, Madeline's concurrence followed, leading to a strategic decision that Spider-Man and Rek Rap would confront King Chasm, while Robbie and Jonah retreated. Simultaneously, Madeline lent her strength to the X-Men, uniting against the demon forces. As the battle raged on, the X-Men, led by Cyclops, engaged in a fierce struggle against King Chasm's insidious Six. Amidst the chaos, Madeline's resurgence onto the battlefield signaled her intent to reclaim her Scythe of Sorrows. A moment of introspection surfaced as Madeline acknowledged the errors of her past, with the act of bringing Bedlam, aka Eddie Brock, into the equation standing out as a significant misstep. We witnessed Bedlam's transformation and subsequent retribution against the demons who had betrayed Madeline, adding an intriguing layer to the narrative tapestry. As the skirmish unfolded, the dynamics between heroes and adversaries shifted. Goblin and Ms. Marvel's timely intervention bolstered Spider-Man and Rek Rap's efforts, countering King Chasm's arrogance. But it should be noted that throughout the time, Spider-Man kept guiding Rek Rap, be it asking him to throw continuous punches or just sticking to making one-word noises while throwing them. Anyways, Hallows' Eve, donning various masks to enhance her abilities, emerged as a formidable opponent, engaging in a battle of strength and strategy. She pounced on Rek Rap in her wolf form and gave it her all, but this demon symbiote was not one to back down. He whooped her ass and, frankly, had quite a lot of fun while doing it. The interplay of power and resilience defied the ensuing clashes, with the heroes rallying against overwhelming odds. It was Madeline Pryor's transformation into the Goblin Queen that marked a pivotal turning point within this plot. As her presence blazed with fiery determination, the demon's assault grinded to a halt, a testament to her reasserted dominance even after she lost the scythe. On the other hand, Goblin's confrontation with King Chasm and Ms. Marvel's collaboration with Rek Rap punctuated the escalating battle. The climactic showdown culminated in a strategic display of power. The King Chasm's once invulnerable demonic legions effectively neutralized. Adding on to this, Cyclops and his team a coordinated assault on King Chasm, delivering a resounding blow, unraveling his dominance and dismantling his reign of chaos. The narrative thread turned poignant as Ben Reilly, once King Chasm, confronted the aftermath of his actions, leading to a heartfelt exchange between Ben and Janine, aka Hallows' Eve, underscoring their connection, evoking emotions of redemption and resilience. The Scythe of Sorrows became an instrument of both separation and transformation, as Janine was transported away, leaving Ben to confront his demons in solitude. Following this, Madeline's ascension to power, paralleled by Ben's reversion to his original state, set the stage for a conclusion that blended justice and reconciliation. Madeline asserted her intent to address Ben's fate as a citizen of Limbo. A nuanced compromise emerged, as Ben found himself confined to an idyllic paradise cell, ushering in a semblance of closure. In the final moments, Spider-Man and Madeline's paths diverged with a farewell, marking Spider-Man's departure from Ben's cell, while Madeline embraced her role in safeguarding Limbo's equilibrium. A meeting with the X-Men and the establishment of a Limbo embassy underscored Madeline's commitment to prevent further turmoil. Her determination to lead souls back to the light encapsulated her newfound purpose, offering hope and redemption in the wake of chaos. But amidst this, we don't know where Rek Rap went. Spider-Man could not seem to find him, and Madeline was completely unaware of his whereabouts. It wasn't until issue 29 of the comic that we saw this demon symbiote resurfacing, uncannily on Earth, trying to save dogs from their own dog walker and lead them towards their freedom. Even though it was just for one page and quite irrelevant to the ongoing premise of the issue, at least this gave us hope that the dust had not settled on Marvel's most goofy symbiote. Although Rek Rap's future is uncertain, it's definitely ripe with the potential for untold adventures. In a world where chaos and heroism collides, Rek Rap's tale stands as a testament to the unexpected paths characters can tread. From a scrawny demon to a heroic force to be reckoned with, Rek Rap proved that even in the most eccentric of settings, the call of heroism can echo louder than the forces of villainy. What makes Rek Rap so powerful? Rek Rap, aka Parker Man, wields a remarkable level of power derived from a unique fusion of elements. His abilities are a result of a complex interplay between demon magic, symbiote bonding, and Spider-Man-like attributes. This convergence grants him a diverse range of capabilities that make him a potent and adaptable force within the Marvel Universe. With roots in the mystical realm of Limbo, Rek Rap gains access to formidable arcane forces that enhance his physical attributes and grant him supernatural abilities. His symbiotic relationship with an alien organism, akin to Clintar's symbiotes, further bolsters his strength, resilience, and capacity to generate organic webbing. The blend of demonic magic and symbiote bonding creates a unique synergy that amplifies his overall power. Rek Rap's abilities mirror to those of Spider-Man, encompassing wall crawling, superhuman strength, stamina, agility, reflexes, rapid healing, and speed. These traits, stemming from his symbiote, infused demon physiology, enable him to engage adversaries with a skill set reminiscent of Spider-Man's own powers. Even though this guy doesn't have a gifted intellect like Parker, his indomitable will definitely tallies up with the web-slinger himself. Additionally, Rek Rap's heritage as a demon endows him with innate resilience and endurance. His enhanced physical form, combining attributes of Spider-Man and Venom, contributes to his invulnerable presence and ability to confront opponents head-on. The capacity to transform his symbiote-infused form further adds to his versatility, allowing him to adapt to diverse combat scenarios. Through his battles alongside Spider-Man and his determination to learn from the iconic hero, Rek Rap has developed combat skills and strategic acumen. The accumulation of experience enhances his effectiveness as a fighter. However, he does call Peter champ on occasions while following his lead, which even has the audience weirded out alongside Spider-Man. Marvelous verdict. In the intricate web of the Marvel Universe, Rek Rap stands as a unique and powerful character, forged from a convergence of diverse elements. Albeit a weird bootleg version of the original Spider-Man, nobody can disagree on how fun and goofy this guy is. No doubt he has the potential to breach any level of power, but it makes it really hard to take Rek Rap seriously when he cracks all those lame jokes and basically fangirls over Peter on anything and everything. Although a fairly new character, it remains to be seen what this character's future truly holds and what pushes him to finally unlock his full potential. Now that we've uncovered every inch of the Dark Web comic series with Rek Rap's appearance in the Marvel Universe, it remains to be seen. Does the enigmatic Parker Man have a future outside the Dark Web story arc? What do you guys think? Let us know in the comment box below. Have a good one and be safe. Thanks, everyone.